Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Whew. It's been a month, guys. It's been a month. It's been a long, long, long October. According to timeanddate.com, it is 21:57 p.m. Today is Sunday, the 27th of October, 2024. You're listening to Dearest Diamond, a Diamond's Memoir. My name is Diamond. You're welcome! Guys, that shit helps me get out of like my head, man. Just so have you ever tried this thing where if you just like you're not feeling like yourself and you just like scream and then you like literally fucks yourself out of that space and just like starts, being happy. I've forgotten what they call it, but I know there's a word though, and it's some sort of reverse psychology thing. It's like tricking your brain into, excitement. And that's exactly what that does for me. It's like, not that I'm not excited to be here. I am. You can tell my throat is already dry. I need some wine. We're going to open wine to people. I'm excited to be here. I'm just, every time I have to come to you, every time I have to talk to you or talk with you, I have a lot of value for you. And so I like to come very prepared, come with something to offer. And it's just like gets me anxious, like, But anyway, nice to have you back. It's good to be back. So like I said, let's drink wine. My throat is dry. Thank you very much. Today, I went to go and, I just bought, I always get the wine on the same day. Not that it's best practice, but I was not in a hurry. And I bought the one that you need to screw. So we're going to be screwing it open and then we're going to be catching up. Let me tell you guys. So my month has been wonderful. But I think the good thing about planning vacation is that you can plan vacation ahead. Like in my opinion, I think when you're planning like time off work, and I'm not sure how it works for business people, but I think like whenever you want to just like plan, time off work or something, don't worry about whether or not, sometimes don't worry too much about whether or not you need the vacation around the time you're planning it. Just plan it. You need it. You're not aware yet until you reach there. That's how I feel. So guys, I'm traveling and I'm very excited about it. I'm going to Toronto. I'm going to see my friend who lives out there. And yeah, I'm just going to take a 2 weeks vacation from work. And yeah, intend to have a good time. Guys, one thing I want to try to do is bring you more type of videos. So outside of like this setting, to also be able to bring you like other types of videos, maybe vlogs, maybe. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing come this other month. But this month was filled with I had my first Halloween party, guys. I had my first Halloween party a few days ago and it was amazing. I dressed as Storm and I won best costume. And I get a free shoot from Winner Brave. Winner Brave is a Calgary-based photographer and creative, and she's just, really amazing. So watch out for that shoot because I'm going to be sharing bomb-ass pictures. Yeah. Oh, this one feels to open. Somebody said women are always saying that men are, that if there were no men in the world, who would protect us women? And the woman said, protect us from what? But then we need them. We need them to help us open bottles of wine, to be, to just be men. We need them. So yeah, I think the world is nice because we have both, men and women in it. But yeah, it's also chaotic because we have men and women in it, but it's okay. That's a story for another day. So guys, drink wine with me. Today we have this wine. It's called Latinis. Looks really, really, I buy wines a lot because of how they look. It's a dry white wine. I picked it up from the Italian section. So yeah, it's a dry white wine. It's called Latinis. Cheers, guys. What are you drinking? Let me tell you what we're celebrating today. Today, we're celebrating that I get vacation. I'm traveling. I'm going to go and rest. I'm going to close my laptop. That's what we're celebrating. So yeah, what are you celebrating? Tell me in the comments. What are you drinking? What are you celebrating? Yeah, leave me something. you know, I would like to get to, know what you do. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Ooh, cheers, guys, cheers. It's not sweet like, the other one we drank the last time, but it's dry. So what was I expecting, right? It's not sweet wine. So let me tell you, this month I had a YouTube session with Lydia Stanley. So she has YouTube classes that she takes. And so I had a session with her this month. It was for a week. It was really strenuous because time difference. So I have to go to work. Immediately after work, I have 2 hours with her while it's really late for her also. So it was strenuous on both ends, but we made it work. And she encouraged me. It was a really good class. Encouraged me to start release some more videos and other things that I could do. And yeah, it's just a really, really good time with her. So if you're thinking about doing YouTube and you're not sure where to start or who to talk to or, who to ask for help, reach out to Lydia. Lydia Stanley. And then, she'll guide you. She'll do you good. So, guys, today, what are we talking about? I wrote something some while ago, and I'm going to share it with you. I've been feeling a lot of, life is very, it's very dynamic. There's just a lot to it. There's a whole lot to it. Today it's all beautiful. Tomorrow you feel like it's not beautiful. Not that it's not beautiful, but maybe things are just not in the same space that you want them to be. So you're like, and the next day, who knows, something happens, lifts your spirit and you're all happy, all good. And you just learn to take it one day at a time. But let me not jump the gun. Let's go into what we're talking about for today. So I wrote a note a while ago and I was just reading it and or not that I was reading, I remembered it. I remembered just because of everything that had been going on and just a couple of things that I was like feeling. I was like, okay, I remember writing this and let me share it with you guys. And so I wrote this in August of this year. And yeah, give me a minute. Okay. So it's something I wrote and I titled it A Time Before Now. So this is it. Moving and all the tumultuous emotions that come with it. Not me missing my friends from a time before now while struggling to live in the moment. Not me remembering the best nights of my life while creating, or at least trying to create new best nights of my life. Not me watching my friends hang out with their friends and my friends and knowing I would have been there if I was around. Not me learning new birthdays while celebrating old ones. Not me falling in love and reprimanding myself for doing so, but then still falling hopelessly. Reprimanding myself because somehow we all end up moving away. Like when Amanda moved in primary school, or when I moved after JSS1, leaving Petronilla behind. Like when I changed schools after JSS2 and SS1 and had to go to uni after SS3. Like when Dooms left during NYC, although we would end up living in the same country years later, a $400 4-hour return flight distance apart. Like when Olivia left. Like when Fran left, and then I left. Not me missing new homes I've never been in, but knowing they would have been my homes too. Not me glowing with pride as Zini's pastries and Allure events and Lola's main and the marketing newbie and Jay Kitter become blossoming businesses. Not me being absent at Kiwi's and Franny's weddings. Not me hanging out with Bobbard and his family and remembering a time before now. Not me missing my first nephew's birth and baby days. Not me daring to go into the intricacies of missing family. Nuclear and immediate. Nuclear and extended in varying intensities. It's just easier to talk about friends, I guess. It's weird, the idea of being present. I feel almost guilty sometimes. The meaning of complete continues to change and my heart struggles to open up, fearing the next change. I understand hollow, and yet Life really must go on. Sigh. Yeah, that was what I wrote. I can't remember what I was feeling when I wrote this, but it was just a thing of, being caught between two emotions about the same situation. I think I talked about this some time ago, but I think that was what I felt when I wrote this. But today, reading this, that's not exactly what we're going to talk about. So, the title for today's episode is Dearest Diamond, There Is Only Now. I was in the shower the other day and I was just thinking that a lot of the times we are worried about the future. We're anxious. We're thinking, what's tomorrow going to bring? Right? And then sometimes we find ourselves also living our lives based on past experiences, based on hurts that have happened, based on actions that, based on actions, people's actions, our actions, whatever. And we find ourselves in the moment constantly worrying about the future or constantly acting based on the past, almost sort of living in the in between. I'll say, the past is gone. It can't be changed, and the future is not here yet. All we have is this very moment, and yet somehow we're caught in the in between. We're caught worrying about what we know not, and we are caught living, in constant. We're caught making decisions based on what we cannot change. Right? All we have is now. And it's hard, I know, right? It's like you're here. Sometimes I think about like the kind of future I think I want to have compared to my now is like miles and miles and miles apart. And I get so anxious as to how am I ever going to get there? Am I even doing the right things? Am I making the right choices? And sometimes I see myself outrightly not making the right choices, knowing fully well that the kind of life that I'm looking forward to, what I'm doing right now, is not going to get me there. But you just keep living in the now. You just keep taking it one day at a time. When the Bible says that give us this day our daily bread, literally. I don't think, and I think there's also a part that says something about how we shouldn't worry for tomorrow. It's literally all that is in our power. Literally all that is in our power is the now. All that you have the power to control is now. I wrote that the past is unchanged, the future is unknown. All that we have is now. Right? So live it like it's your last breath. Put your whole life into it. Put your whole life into the now. And talking about past and things that we do that we're not so proud of, either we're not so proud of or we wish we did differently, or just things that made us generally unhappy, yeah? We can't change them, right? We can only do something about now. We can only move forward from now. We can only, make changes from now, however painful, however hard. You can only do what you can do in the moment. And so don't worry, the future will be fine. Tomorrow will take care of itself. That dream, that vision, that thing that you see, if it scares you, even the better, but it will come when it comes, and it's okay, right? So yeah, for today. It was like I needed to remind myself that there's so much life ahead of me. I think there's much more life ahead of me than there is behind me. But even at that, I can't do anything about either. I can't even confidently say that there's so much more life ahead of me than there is behind me, because you know what? I don't really know the next minute. All I know is that in this moment, I need to make the right choice for myself. I need to live. I need to breathe. I need to be happy. I need to, put vigor and energy into life and be excited about being alive and be excited about being able to be here, right? And so, yeah, that's just kind of like being my train of thought. Sometimes I've been having to make very hard decisions this week, both at work, in my personal life, like, just really hard decisions about, like, and then just like I read, just being caught in between enjoying, like living right now and still missing, missing family, missing friends, missing life as I knew it. Snapchat is the best with giving you memories that, either excite you or make you sad. But yeah, you get them either way. And sometimes I look back on, those days when I used to try to finish my speedometer and drive really fast because I love to drive. That's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah. And then I was just like, okay, I don't know if this is still me or if I would go behind the wheel, this will still be me, but yeah, it's just really, really, you look at the person you were, you look at the person you want to be, and all you have control over is the person you are now. So do the best you can with now, man. That's all I want to say to you today. Do the best you can with now. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your loved ones, hug them, tell them you love them, kiss them, be there for them, do good, be kind. It's okay if people don't appreciate who you are. Just still be kind, because that's all you've got. It's you. You are the happiest when you are you. You are the best person that you can be when you are being your best self, literally. So do what you've got to do, and yeah, you'll be okay. We'll all be okay, and I'll see you at the end. You see me whenever, and we'll be fine. We'll vibe. We'll be like, yeah, we did it. But for now, just one day at a time. I was listening to a podcast, and I can't remember the name or what podcast now, but the person was talking about motivation, and how there's the way we look at it is different, is kind of like off. But not to go into all that, what I took away from it was he was saying something about how in the moment it's best to not try to think about what the result of your actions are supposed to be. Instead, just think about the action. Preempt the negative, tell yourself if it's gonna hurt, say, I know I'm gonna do this shit, it's gonna hurt. I'm expecting the hurt and I'm gonna do it either way, right? If you have to do something. So it's like, just do what you gotta do in the now. Don't think about the result of what you're doing, right? That in this case, he was talking about like workout or something. So that, I don't mean that literally. Of course, you should think about what the consequences of your actions are. Be ready for it. If you've thought about it and you know that, okay, look, this is what's going to happen if I do this, hold it with your full chest and be ready for the consequences. But what I what I meant to say is, don't allow the pain of what you need to do, or our brain sort of registers, like, if you're thinking more of the results than the action, then when you don't immediately see the results, you kind of get discouraged, and your brain just is like, you know what, why are we even bothering? So it's not about the result or the end point. A lot of times it's about the now. It's about the, do what you got to do now, right? So yeah, that's it. So let's jump right into things that we are grateful for. What are we grateful for, guys? What are we grateful for? Today, I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here. I don't know if I've said that before in prior episodes, but today I'm grateful to be here. I found coming here today a safe space for me. It's not very usual. I don't usually come to you, or in the past, this is the first time I feel like, I'm coming, I was coming to, feel safe. So yeah, I'm grateful to be here. And I'm grateful for my first Halloween party. Was interesting, guys. It was really good. I'm grateful for that. I really, really enjoyed it. Planned it with a few friends, and it was really good. I was the host, and like I said, I was Storm, and it was good. So I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for friends that offer to drop you off at the airport. Thanks, Bay. Yeah. Thank you for always, saying, "Oh yeah, you're going to the airport. Let me drop you off," or you'd say, "Let me pick you up." That means a whole lot to me. Thank you so much. Today I was at the thrift store, went to buy a few wares. Grateful for that, I guess. I'm thankful for that. I also did a bottle drive because I wanted to make some donations. So yeah, I'm also thankful for that. I'm thankful for growth in the sense that we learn to kind of like bear pain as we grow older. I think was like I'm not someone who knows how to bear pain, and I mean physical pain. Like I'm very averse to pain, but I would say that as we grow older, and in this other regard, I'm not talking about physical pain, but we actually pain becomes a little. We learn to know. Okay, it's like I know I'm going to feel pain, kind of like expect it and just kind of like bear it. It's easier to bear pain as an adult, I would say. So I think I'm grateful for adulting. I think. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for plants. Oh, yes. My colleague gave me two plants. He calls them green peas or something. I don't know, but they're not exactly that, but they're pretty. I like them. I have some plants in the house. I have no idea what any of my plants are called now that I'm telling you guys, but I have plants in the house. I brought my stone today, guys, because I was leaving the house and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do like some gratitudes, and so yeah. Hi, say hi. But yeah, I'm grateful also. Oh, I went to the thrift store and I bought books. Yes, I'm grateful for books. So what are you grateful for, guys? I think that why I do this is not just to come at you and talk, 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 talk. I want you to take these moments that we talk and these moments that we share together to also think, look at yourself, look within your own life and think about what you're grateful for. What is the other emotion you're feeling right now outside of all of the pain and maybe just stress and whatever adulting is bringing at you right now. It could be good vibes, it might not be. You know how it is, it has its moments. So yeah, I come at you in these times to just like remind you that it's okay. It's okay. Stay grateful, right? And be thankful. So, what are we affirming today, guys? Guess what we're affirming? Even me, I can't guess. I know what we're affirming. So, I today I have affirmations written down, and I'll read them out as though we, I'll read it to you as though I was reading it to myself because I I was saying these affirmations to myself a lot this week and just like, trying to remind myself that it's okay. So this is my affirmation for the month. What are you affirming, guys? What are you affirming? What is important to you in this time for you to say to yourself? Good things only, right? We chastise ourselves, yes, when we're not, going in the path that we want to go. We try to call ourselves back with love, with patience, the way you would do for a friend or a loved one, the way you forgive them over and over and over again. You forgive yourself, you call yourself back with love, with understanding, with patience, and you speak proper words over your life. That's what these affirmations are, is speaking words over your life, speaking greatness into your life, right? So, and today we're affirming, it's okay. It's okay. Everything is okay. It's okay now. I'm alive. I'm happy now. I'm whole now. I'm worthy now. It's okay. Everything is okay. It's okay now. All right? You're alive now. I'm whole now. And it's okay. That's what I'm affirming to myself this month. It's okay. Everything is okay. And I'll say it until it is okay. I'll speak it until it is okay. And not that it's possible that it's even okay. I just don't feel like it is. So I'll say it until I feel like it's okay. Right? I'll say it until I believe that it's okay. So yeah, take that with you. And don't forget, all that you have is now. All that is available to you to change is now. So do something about the now. And yeah, let tomorrow take care of itself, my people. The past is the past. Learn from it. That's the most you can do. Ahead. Ahead. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.